Hey everybody, Chris Butson with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services here. I'm here with David Stroud with Fairway Mortgage.
Hello everyone.
Today we're just here to talk to you guys a little bit about the state of the market and where the interest rates are sitting and how this is going to affect you and what we can do to alleviate some stress or, figure out what we can do to make it best for you. So, David, we're still in a fairly low interest rate market, are we not?
Yeah, rates are still low historically speaking. I think we all get really caught up on what interest rates are, and we want to get the lowest possible rate. Sometimes we worry about the rate and we kind of brag to people like, hey, I've got an interest rate of this or that. But really what truly matters is what is your payment. And so getting together a payment plan, interest rate has a lot to do with that. But for sure, yeah, interest rates are low, but it would be nice if they were lower. And I guess what would you do if interest rates went up? Would that make you decide that you don't want to buy a house and kind of have that remorse of, I wish we'd locked in our interest rate earlier. I wish we'd found the house so we could lock in the interest rate, but now we found it, rates went up and we're stuck. It's a terrible feeling for people to have.
Yeah, I see that a lot. People think you're right. They do get way too hung up on the interest rate itself. And the thing is, you can always refinance later on if you do end up with a slightly higher interest rate that you're comfortable with. If they go down, you can always refinance. But before a buyer finds their house, what can they do is there a way that they can lock that interest rate in before they find the house?
Not a lot of companies do that, but with Fairway Mortgage, we do. Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. It's a long name, right? So, but yeah, there's a way that you can lock in your interest rate. We have it's a 90-day lock. It's called a lock, shop, and go program, to where if, let's say, interest rates are 5.5% today, and you've not found a house yet, but you're actively looking, you can go ahead and you can lock in your interest rate at 5.5%. And if interest rates go up between now and 90 days before you find the right house to buy, then your interest rate is still at 5.5%. You're safe. If your interest rates go down, though, you can float down with them and you can lock in at that lower interest rate, as long as you go under contract within 90 days of locking that in. You don't have to close in 90 days. You just have to lock in the rate.
Gotcha.
Or, I'm sorry,
the property.
Right, lock in the property, go under contract.
Gotcha. So you enter the program, they lock it. You have 90 days to find a house.
Right.
Okay.
Which isn't so bad these days because there's more inventory available, and so there are a lot more options, and you're not having these bidding wars like you also had before. So you can find a house, put an offer on it, and you're more likely to get it than finding a house, putting an offer on it, getting beat out, and then doing that over and over and over.
Right. Finding 50 houses, getting beat out, yeah.
Right.
That happened all the time. But yeah, we're definitely seeing that seller's market is, calming down a lot. Haven't seen a bidding war in a while. I'm sure, they still exist. Yeah, but what are you going to do?
Sure.
At least it's getting better. It's easier for buyers to get in. And buyers have a lot more power now when they're writing an offer than they did. You're not having to say, no, we're not going to do an inspection, or we're going to pay $20,000 above appraised value if we need to.
Yeah, and that's what it comes down to. Like, buying a house is a financial investment. Real estate is a way to create generational wealth for you and your family, but it's also a way in which to develop that life that you want to have. And so finding the right house that fits your needs and your wants, your desires, it checks off most of, if not all, of the boxes on your list. And that's what, Chris, you're fantastic at doing. And so if you guys aren't quite sure how to get the right house, talk to Chris. He has ways to help you get that and to negotiate to get the price that you need to fit your budget.
Yep, and then we got David over here to help us figure out the financing. He's got plenty of options for us. So, if you guys are interested in buying a house, you're curious about what is available to you, please reach out to us. You can reach out to me or David, either one of us, and we'll get you going on your journey. So, thank you guys so much for watching.